Hey everybody, it's Marty the JavaScript Party, and this is one of my simple 3JS videos that I'm working on. So I realized that I hadn't actually been working on meshes. What I had been working on is geometries. And then I have this mesh TS that returns meshes, but they're basically, I guess a mesh, the right way to say it is composed of two parts. One, a geometry, and then the other is a material. And so now so that was 001. It was really, I always said it was about the geometries, but it really is about the materials. And then in it was really about the geometries. But now I want to go, I guess the next one is not lights, it's actually materials. So if I can learn the materials, then I'll be good. Um, and I think so I have a function called get material, and all of my meshes now use that function to get a material. So then that means I could change the material very easily. So this is a mesh basic material. Before it was a mesh normal material. Now the one thing the mesh basic material has going for it is that you can set the color and all that. Now it it kind of falls apart on spheres. So if I make this a sphere, like you can't even see that any kind of rotation is happening. Um, so you know, I think I can kind of, I don't know. It's probably just a optical illusion. It kind of seems like there's something there, but you can see it on like the tube is a really good one, um, and then like candlestick is a good one. But as you say, like with this normal material with no lighting, you can't really see any fine details or anything. Um, so that's just sort of one of the limitations of the whole thing. Um, but yeah, so that's that. Again, really, the main takeaway. I did make quite a few changes. I don't think many of them matter that much. Um, yeah, so I changed it from kind of defaulting from the candlestick to the star. I feel like the star might be the better one to go with. In the controls, I don't remember what I changed in here. Um, oh, okay. Yeah, so one of the things that I did do, and this is really more JavaScripty, but I made get list a static function. And I did that, and that was really more because I was, for a little bit there, the way I was handling colors is I would actually pass it in as in the constructor. Um, and so basically there was a constructor and you'd pass it the color, and then there was like a this dot color and it would use that. But then it was like, well, when I just wanted basic stuff, I didn't want to actually create one, so I changed this into, I didn't want to actually create a mesh, instantiate a mesh with a color. I just wanted the list of meshes, and so I made it static. Didn't need to stay static, but it was a good practice. Let's see. So that was in controls. Yeah. So basically, instead of new mesh class, I just say, hey, this is a mesh class, and then when I use it in the controls HTML, and I just had to make it a capital, and then that's a static class. And technically, a static class is a static function, is a function that is part of the class, but not part of this. It doesn't have. It's not part of the instantiation. So it's just like, so you can just access it without actually instantiating a class. It can come in really handy. Um, and then with mesh.ts, I'm like slowly but surely trying to add more things. So I added a sphere, a star, and a square. Most of these actually already have the function for them. but some I don't. Like I don't think I have anything for cube. There's like some I don't. So I think every week, every day, I'll try. Oh, yeah. See, I already have get triangle mesh, get square mesh, and then I don't think I even want this middle mesh anymore. Shrinking helix mesh will be a cool one to get. So let's go ahead and just do that right now. So that's the name of this. So it's this simple. I'm really proud of this, to be honest with you. And I know this isn't specific to 3GS. In the 001 effort, I really tried hard to only to be very focused specifically on 3GS as much as possible. It didn't really make a difference. It's not. I thought maybe if I did that, I would get like a lot more views if I made them shorter. It didn't play out that way. You gotta try. You gotta try stuff. But tried. I attempted it. It didn't work out. Hoping that in a few weeks, maybe like in 3 or 4 weeks, I'll have my is that what I named this thing? Yeah, I'm just gonna put that for now, and then I'll fix it here in a second. Return this dot. Oh, that was like the other thing is I had to bind them. Bind. I didn't need those before because they didn't need access to the current context of this class, but they do. So you have to do this bind, and you need that so that it can access this function, this get material function and get color function. Otherwise, it can't get those. But so, anyways, there's that. Oh, okay. So now that, and then we have shrinking helix. So let's see. I don't know if this. I actually, and that really that's the nice thing about this. Oh no, what happened? So it's in the list. I selected it. Oh. I said, I'm going to go back and fix that, and I never did. Let's see. I'm hoping that in that one, I'll, or when my say hello function is done, I think I'll probably go live. Maybe I'll go live like on Friday nights or maybe Sunday mornings or something, and then go live and like add a new thing and then answer questions. There's this lady, Lee Reels Talk. I think you're Lee's Real Talk. She talks mostly about that's so. Oh, okay, so I need to actually fix that function too. And she's really like crazy about, or she's very, very, like, I like her stuff because she's very shrinking helix curve. I wonder what the difference between. Oh, I use that for this. Okay. Need to use my this get material so I can have a color. So that was the old. Excuse me. I'm sorry. That was the old system, and you can still see it with the normal. Actually, I'm really glad that happened. Let me rotate this around the. I think it's the x-axis, right? Yeah. I want to go this way. So that is that, and now one of my favorite things is to. And then what's really nice in this new position is I can actually click on this one, and then, or so that is cool. But I actually do want to use that. So that's a normal mesh, right? Mesh normal material, and we don't want that anymore. So we're just going to delete this completely. I would imagine at the end of this whole thing, this will also be something that you'll be able to just drop down and use whatever material you want. So let's see, shrinking helix, and then rotate it negative around the X, and then put, oh, wrong one. Now we want to rotate around the Y. Now I'm going to come down here into position, and we're going to move it towards us. Oh no, that's away from us. And you can see like the back of it's getting cut off because of the because the camera has been configured to only look like maybe 30 or something, or maybe 50. I can't remember what it is. But now we get it one closer. That's a pretty cool effect. That's that. Hope you all like it. I don't know what the next. I think the next thing is a different material, and it is it's a different material, and I think it requires light for the colors to work on it. And I'm very curious if if we use a sphere, if you'll be able to tell that the sphere is, like, let's get it closer to us. Oh. What in the world is that? That's wild. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, apparently I was not. Oh, it doesn't look like position is working for mesh. It was working for candlestick, right? Oh, this all seems to be broken now. Let's do sphere. We're going to have it rotate. It doesn't matter what it's rotating around, so we'll just have it rotate around the x-axis. And then click on that. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, so you can kind of see I don't know if you can in the camera down there, but yeah, I can kind of see it a little bit. Here, let's move it to the left a little bit. So, yeah, see, you can kind of see a little bit of distortion where it's not a perfect sphere. So you can kind of see it. So anyways, I don't know if I can't remember what the next kind of material is, but I don't know if that one will be easier. But I'll have some ambient light and the material, and we'll talk a little bit about the light situation, how the light works, and the material. And I'll probably try to add at least one more new mesh. Anyways, happy coding. Have a wonderful day. Bye.